My name is Star. 2 R's. Daddy named me that. Garden Heights. Mama and Daddy says our life is here because our people are here.
I attended a mostly white upper-class private school in Jackson, Mississippi, and I was a lot like Star. I was the only black girl in most of my classes, and I lived in the hood, so I had to often be 2 different people in 2 different worlds. And it was while I was in school that a young man named Oscar Grant lost his life in Oakland, California. And although that was hundreds of miles away, it led to conversations at my school and in my neighborhood. And my neighborhood, Oscar was one of us, but at my school, well, maybe he deserved it. He was an ex-con. Why are people so upset? And I was angry and I was frustrated. And in my anger and frustration, I decided to write a story about a boy named Khalil and a girl named Star, and their journey in dealing with the situation much like Oscar's.
Not around when you go that to the side.
Out of the car.
Yo, Star, you okay?
Go back where he told you. Khalil, I'm not playing. Go back where... What did you do?
I've always said, and I try to remind my readers of this, that books and movies are fraternal twins. They're not going to be identical. They're not going to look exactly the same, but they're going to share a lot of similarities. And what got me, though, from the very beginning was that everyone was dedicated to making sure that the heart of the book remained in the movie, and they've done that. George has been incredible in that sense. He wants to keep it as true to the book as possible. You know, it's a 400 and something page book. That's hard to get into a movie, but it's so spot on. I couldn't be happier with it. And it's knowing, though, that they are so dedicated to it, not just even George, but like Amanda carries a copy of the book around, you know? And the cast and the crew, everyone has read it. And you get that sense that, yeah, we want this to be as true to the source material as possible.
Today, Garden Heights is reeling after the shooting of a 17-year-old black teenager by a white police officer.
We live in a complicated world.
It doesn't seem that complicated to me.
George was actually one of the first people I ever spoke to on the phone about the project becoming a movie. And his phone conversation stood out like immediately. I remember my literary agent was on the phone as well, and afterwards he called me and he was like, that guy's it. He gets it. And he gets the themes of it. He gets the feelings of it. He gets what's not on the page. And as an author and an artist even, to have that and to see that and to have someone who connects with it in that way is incredible. So from the beginning, I'm a huge fan of his work, first of all. I haven't told him this, so this is like my first time admitting this out loud, but like his movie Soul Food was like one of the things that pushed me into writing, because he has an ensemble cast in that movie, and it was like, it did something for me, it clicked for me, and I was like, I can write a lot of characters too, maybe, and maybe I can do ensemble cast. So if you look at The Hate You Give, it's a big cast. So he's been like a big inspiration of mine from the time I was a little kid watching Soul Food and watching Barbershop. So it just felt right, and I'm honored to have him on this.
It's about more than just Khalil. It's about black people, poor people, everybody at the bottom. I need to speak for him.